somebody's
If you say
hot
aunt,
kindergarten teacher.
had to be kindergarten. It's crazy.
Welcome back, Yap Pack. It's a perfect day to yap. We gonna do some of that today.
Oh,
Starting off with something that was actually really fun. A week from today,
fun.
you picked
Girl,
your wedding
it was
dress.
stressful.
Well, for you.
It was
Stressful for you.
A lot of options.
But you picked your wedding dress.
I did.
Yay!
I did.
So let's talk about the first place that we went to. And
Oh, I love that place.
honestly, it was so cute.
I think I'm
What
gonna
was
go
the
back.
name of it?
Ricky DeLaw. I'm gonna go back.
It was very intimate.
Yeah.
I liked how it was like, okay, there wasn't a lot of selection as far as like dresses went, but very customizable.
I will say the first one I tried on is like the one I really wanted. Yeah.
With the shoulder pad?
Not the cat eye one, but the other one. The one that was like...
Oh, I'm thinking of the very first dress you tried on.
Oh, ew.
That's why I was like,
I don't
what?
count those. Those are not it. Sorry, that was giving Titanic. That was not cute at all.
And if that's your dress, that's
not
totally
cute.
fine. Just not cute for her. Which one? Not the cat eye, but the
one before that. The one I kept going back to.
Not the one that had the mesh top right
The one
here,
that had
but
like the boning, and yeah, I love that one.
That one was really cute.
Yeah, I might go back.
Which your vlog's already up, right?
Yeah,
so you guys can see the dress that we're talking about. That one was really
cute.
No,
I didn't put that one in there because I might go back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can't stop thinking about her. You know.
That's fine.
Now the one we picked. Yeah.
I'm confused.
I had some self-reflection. I was like, that's just gonna probably be like a backup dress, you know?
The one that you actually got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tony's like, yeah, if you call a dress cute like that, you didn't like it. I said, I didn't hate it. The thing for me was, it was just so hard to pick one because they all look so good for different reasons.
I would agree with that.
But
there was like things that you loved from
about
each
yeah.
single, yeah.
And that one kind of was a combination of like everything, but I think I really just want strapless. And that one was not strapless. I'm a strapless queen. I gotta show up the back.
Did you pay for the other one already?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so you're still gonna keep it.
Yeah.
And you could change into it.
They don't do returns. I've called. I have to keep it.
That part, I didn't know that. Okay, sometimes they let you return it within like a
I was like,
like
can
a
I
certain
just
amount
exchange? Like, can I get another one? Although I didn't go into detail when I called. I said, what's your return policy? She's like, we don't do returns. I'm like, okay, well, I haven't gotten it yet, so maybe I'll call back.
But it's been ordered. That's the problem, right?
But they're ordering a size. It's like there's no modifications being made.
Because you were the sample
yeah,
size.
Just
That's right.
grab a size.
That's right. You said
correct.
use this new one as your sample.
So,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's okay. At least you know what you still know what you like. It's not like your style changed. Like it's still and the one that you did pick was still really pretty.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not
just have
ugly,
two.
but yeah. Yeah. Which
Reception
I wanted to
dress,
anyways.
Party dress.
And I did want two anyways, and the second one's or the one I got is really stretchy, so
and in your pictures you could at least have like a different look.
Yeah.
That'd be cute. And then lunch, we had really good Thai, right?
I love some Thai food.
It was so good. I only had spring rolls, but they were fire.
The spring rolls were bomb. The sauce.
Whatever you guys got, like I think
peanut
Alexandria got the drunk noodle.
Drunken noodle. Drunken noodle, yeah.
Fire. What did you order? You guys ordered
I don't know how you say it.
It was a noodle.
It was like the I don't know.
It wasn't drunken noodle, but it was a certain type of noodle.
Tony gets it all the time. Hold on.
But it was fire. And then you guys had mojitos. Fire. Espresso martini. And a TikTok was also made.
Today is actually Espresso Martini. Did you know that? I guess it's National Espresso Martini. So
I'm really picky with the espresso martinis.
No, me too. But I might partake in that because it's classy.
It's a classy, just so it's okay to drink it, and you have to. Today's the day.
I'm an Espresso Martini. It's cute. It's brown. It's usually the reason for a good time.
Okay. Okay. I never thought
everybody loves it.
So if you would be a drink, you would be an espresso martini.
I guess so.
I don't know what I would be.
Because I'm reaching 30. I'm approaching that that age. And so, like, it was tequila. I was a reposado.
See, because I would say I'm tequila.
Yeah, but once you get older, you just mature. So, like, I guess I'm an espresso martini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I would be, but I
espresso martini with tequila?
think I would be... That does not sound good. I don't think it would mix well with the coffee.
Maybe I'm just a martini.
Espresso martini or dirty martini?
Old-fashioned. Because I do give off manly vibes.
You do not.
No, I do, and it's fine. You know my name actually means manly. Yeah.
How?
It means courageous and manly.
That's not it.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I
you're manly at all. Why would you say you're manly?
I'm okay with that. I was a tomboy growing up. It's okay.
Okay, tomboy is like it's kind of like a phase. I dress like
It
a
didn't die
tomboy
out.
sometimes.
I
still do. I
should
still
have seen
do.
me before you came over.
You should have seen before I even curled my
I
hair.
said, oh, I gotta get ready. Nicole's coming. Ugh, gotta keep up appearances.
I can't.
Oh yeah, but Thai food was good. It was. I would go
fire.
Back.
Yeah,
I would go back for sure.
And we like kind of picked it on the fly because where we ate, there was like different restaurants. There was actually a lot of options there. So I think anywhere we would have eaten. It's the Bay Area. Anywhere we would have eaten would have been good. I wouldn't have been disappointed at either place. Talk about Cabo. We leave, 4 days? We leave Wednesday morning.
Early.
That's okay, though, because you want to be there early. And it's your birthday the day after we get there, and it's going to be so
If I'm
good.
about to hop on a plane, I need some tequila.
Speaking of
I'll
flights,
cry.
I've never been afraid. Like, I'm not afraid to fly. I've never been afraid. I like turbulence, like, used to bother me, but not so much anymore. But recently, with, like, all the flight stuff that's been happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
Did you hear about the recent one with the plane that was on fire?
Yeah, it, like, landed, made an emergency landing, and then caught on fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. I know that still, even with the accidents that are happening, flying is still the safest way to travel.
Yes.
Like, point blank, period.
But they're just releasing so many stories, it's like, damn.
Yeah, but then I also wonder, have there always
purpose.
been stories?
Yeah.
And we're just now, like...
I heard someone compare...
Media's now talking about it now because it's
yes.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so, because
so
I think they compared the accidents, like airplane crashes from last January to this January, and it wasn't like that far off.
Exactly.
So
I feel like because the media knows that everybody's so worried about it,
that Washington one was crazy.
That one was crazy. That was the one that had the ice skaters on it, right? Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, first of all, I think it was Punta Cana. It was the resort. Ryu was a resort, and there was like no water, no light, like the whole resort, and there was like they overbooked. People that had paid rooms couldn't get the room. Yeah, in Punta Cana.
Stop.
But
this is the second terrible story I've heard about this place.
Yes.
I'll tell you my first one.
For Ryu?
Yeah.
But which one? Like Ryu's like just a company.
She went to Jamaica. So it's my hairstylist. She went to Jamaica, and I just got my hair done this past weekend, and she was like, yeah, they tried to scam me pretty much. Like they used my email to try to log into my Apple ID, and she had to call Apple or her phone company, whatever, and they were like, yeah, we're not seeing it on our end, but like you might want to change your login. And they were trying to access like all her accounts, and she was getting text messages, and it was like, oh, someone tried to log in, and it had the location in Jamaica, and it had the time, and she's like, it was not me. And then I guess someone even tried to
because she's in Jamaica at the same time.
Yes, and she's like, who else do I have my email and my phone number? Because they tried to FaceTime her too, and she didn't answer. She's like, there's no way you're about to get my face, like, and like take a picture and like I don't know, use it for something.
That's wow.
Yeah, so she texted them. She's like, who's this? And they were like, who's this? And she's like, oh no.
She said, no.
You called me. Like, no.
No, that's wild.
And she said, was that Ryu in Jamaica? And I said, oh, it's where I'm going.
You said I'm going to the Ryu, but not Jamaica and not Punta Cana. So we don't know about the Ryu Cabo.
Should we look up like review?
It's fine. I feel like at any foreign country, company, wherever you're staying, like anything bad can happen anywhere. Bad stuff has happened in Cancun. Like
yes,
whatever.
But if it's
gonna
a resort,
happen. You do pay a lot of money to be there, so it's kind of upsetting that would happen.
I'm not going home. Like
yeah,
I'm not going home. I'm about to room with somebody.
I'm staying here. But there was a lot of like, especially college kids, because it was college spring break last week. And they were upset because they were like, we only have, this amount of time here, and now I paid for this, and now I can't even pay for the room that I paid, or I can't even get the room that I paid for, and it's not my fault. I'd be pissed. No light, no water. Like, what do you mean? No water's
crazy.
I can't shower?
That's crazy.
Like, I can't shower to get ready for dinner?
I'm about to hop in this pool.
Crazy. Absolutely not.
Roll up the cots.
Yeah.
Gosh.
More on the sad side, though, we have the story of the girl from PA. I don't know if I'm saying her name wrong. I know it's like Sudiksha.
What's the last name?
I don't know.
No.
But it was I think it was like 4 or 5 girls went on a trip, and they went to
Cabo, right?
No, it wasn't
Cabo.
Cabo.
It was Mexico, no?
Yes, but it wasn't Cabo. It was it DR? I think it was Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Yeah. I think. I could be wrong. Right?
Yeah, no. My hairstylist told me the story too, yeah. And I was like, there's always something bad that happens over there.
So, like, if you're a girl or a guy and you go on any foreign country trip, you never, ever, 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 ever leave your friends.
3 or more.
Like, you just don't do that. I don't care if there's alcohol. Hi. I don't care if there's alcohol involved. I don't care. Like, I know that if we ever went somewhere with whatever whatever amount of girls or boys, like, you don't go by yourself, and you don't go in partners. You go in groups of 3 or more.
Yeah.
So, left the club at like 4 a.m., I think. Decided to go to the beach. And then the camera footage from the resort is showing her friends coming back.
Leaving without her.
Without her.
Yeah.
And she was with some guy.
Yes.
That she met. And then in the morning, it's showing him come back without her.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Wild. Sad. Wild. And get better friends. Like, I would have never... I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I would have argued my entire way back.
Oh, yeah.
To the room. I don't care. We could argue. We could fight.
We could have a friendly fade.
We could have a friendly fade right now.
That's
but
fine.
You're not staying here with this rando.
Yeah.
And on the walk, like, to the beach, you could literally see her stumbling. She's
Yeah.
very obviously drunk. All of them. Not even just her.
I
Like,
will
they're all
say,
drunk.
though, there are some friends or some people out there who just would... You can argue with them up and down, and they're going to do what they want to do. And there comes a certain point where I'm just like, I'm not going to waste my breath.
But I do think in that situation, like, I feel like I would have just stayed with her then.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you don't... Okay, if I can't physically drag you out of here, I guess we're all
having
just
a party on
gonna
the
stay
beach.
here.
We're all having a
We're
party on
all
the beach.
just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, I don't care.
Or not only that, like, why can't he just come back with us? Like, why does he have to
That's
stay?
what I told my mom. I
Stay
said,
on
Mom,
the beach. Like,
if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, go do it.
yeah, use the bathroom.
I'm not trying to stop it. I just want you alive tomorrow. Right. Like, I don't care how it happens. But yeah, very sad. And then I guess, like, her parents, like, flew down there.
Mm-hmm,
obviously trying to, like, talk to the authorities.
Yeah.
So sad. And I hope that people learn from this. Because...
What's the crazy thing is, like, this isn't the first time it's happened. Like, it happens.
It happens all the time, I feel like.
Yeah.
You just don't hear about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, how sad, too, because... Like... I don't know that they haven't found that guy guilty. Like, he's not.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
He's just a person of interest, which
he's the last person
makes
that saw
sense.
her alive.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But like, let's say he didn't do anything. Like, to be associated with that. Like, right now everybody's thinking, oh, he must have, or oh, he did this. Like, if he didn't, that also sucks for him.
That's hard to come back from.
Yeah, like that's hard to come back from if he didn't do anything. For all we know, she could have drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he had nothing to do with it, or maybe he did. I mean,
but if she drowned, okay, so
let's say they were swimming, late night swim.
Okay, yeah, he didn't report it. Like, he didn't go tell the friends, like, hey.
That's the
thing. Go
thing.
to authorities, like, hey.
That's the thing. That's where it's like
so many questions.
I need a documentary.
I've always said that.
I need a documentary.
You know what? We're gonna do a prime. Oh my gosh, a crime podcast. We'll call it Prime. A crime podcast.
I'm
just
down.
one episode. I just want to try it out.
Are we committing a crime to then have a story to tell, or
so many crimes that happen here? It's fine. Just pick one. Pick one.
I'm down. I love that.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Basically, you know how they say, like, when you work hard, like, success will come to you, right? Like, you'll get it. Okay. No. Because, well, I've thought this too.
Okay, you're arguing against the fact that, for that statement. You're arguing
I'm not saying don't work hard. Like, work hard, right?
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. But someone said success is given, it's not earned. And I believe that because it's who you know and who you come in contact with sometimes, you know? And I'm not saying...
Yeah.
Both can be true. Both can be true. But I think more often than not, it's who you know.
Yes.
Like,
I think there's two different levels to that. Because I'm thinking athletically.
mm-hmm.
And that's very much earned.
Okay.
For example, like, I coach volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't win games by who I know. Like, I win games because my athletes have worked hard.
Okay.
And have become really, really good at what they do, right? So in that aspect, I think that statement still stands true. Like, work hard, success will come if you work hard.
Okay.
But, like, in the work world,
yeah,
and anything else that has to do with, like, CEO, companies, having your business, TikTok, like, it's definitely who you know.
Yeah.
In that side of things, 110%. I don't think it matters if you work hard. I think somebody who just knows the right person can waltz in without doing anything and be up here.
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there should be like a rule across everybody where like that couldn't happen?
No,
like that's not
like,
allowed. Like you just because you know somebody doesn't mean that
No, but I feel like you should definitely have the resume to back it up. Like you should have the work.
Okay.
Put in like I know someone, they're really great. Let me like perfect for this job. Cool. Like,
and here are all their
but
accolades.
Let me see what they've done. You know, like
yeah.
You know, like I'll consider it, let me see what they've done.
Like, so that person, even if they know somebody, still has to be qualified.
Yes,
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that is also very much true, like, in teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not saying this, like, for all districts, but I do feel like certain teachers in certain schools maybe get, like, a better schedule or, like, just based off seniority.
Yeah.
Or, like, the better prep period that backs up to lunch or whatever. Not necessarily because they're the hardest working teacher who, like, deserves that, but just because they've been there for so long.
So do you think we shouldn't, like, take into account the time they put in?
I think for certain things you should, but, like,
Okay.
awarding somebody, because, like, everybody wants lunch prep or prep lunch. That's, like, the golden schedule, right? Something back to back where you have more time allotted. But, like, just to be giving that to people just because they've been there for so long doesn't mean that they're a better teacher than somebody who's new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, seniority in some ways is good, but I feel like when we talk about things like that, is the same to me. Like, you should still be, like, actively working hard to get those things, not just, oh, well, you've been here for 20 years, so here you go.
Yeah, we're gonna award this to you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's how I feel about that.
No, I've definitely felt that way at work, especially.
Yeah.
Like, I've had to go to conferences just because I'm newer.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I already do all of this.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got Betty down the hallway.
And I'm sure you know a veteran teacher who doesn't do it.
Who doesn't do it right.
Exactly.
They could benefit more than me.
Exactly, but they won't
I'm fresh out of school.
Like, but they won't go because they're veteran teachers. And I'm not saying, like, it's not like a like, talking crap on veteran
like everybody
teachers.
Go.
Everybody. Either, like, everybody can always learn more and get better, but I feel like just rewarding somebody because they've been there for so long, it's not really,
and
like...
I find it, like, I don't know.
Doing anything.
I had to go 2 years in a row for the same conference, and it was the same thing. I'm like,
and you didn't gain anything out of it, did you?
What did I learn differently?
Especially
Nothing.
Not the second time.
No, what did I learn differently? Nothing.
Nothing.
So I'm sitting there a second time just like,
yeah,
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I'm really not retaining anything because I don't want to be here.
Yeah. And, like, if people want to see, like, admin or whatever wants to see what teachers are retaining, like, maybe you need a test out of going there.
Yeah.
Or, like, show that you know whatever's going to be taught. And if you can't show that, then those are the people that should be going to the conference. And, like, you would be exempt because you're able to show that you know X, Y, and Z, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's fair. That's just... Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. But, yeah, success is a tough one. I feel like people... It also kind of depends on how you're raised. Because I feel like how you're raised is also a big factor of how you view success and fairness.
Okay.
Like, if you're like, let's say you're an only child, and your parents gave you everything, like, you didn't really have to, like, work for it. Sharing was never, like, in your vocabulary.
So is this, like, the equality versus equity type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you grow up, you don't see fairness as something of, like, value. Whereas, like, maybe somebody who is not an only child, who had to share maybe a bedroom or toys or clothes, whatever, with a sibling, they understand fairness and they see that as, like, the right way of the world doing things.
Okay. Now, what about personal lives? Because youngest of 5 here had to share, also had to, like, give up things to benefit everybody else.
Right.
So now that I'm older, I might be a little stingy sometimes with my stuff. I'm like, I don't.
But I feel like that's fine.
Okay, I was like, I don't want to share because I grew up sharing. I shouldn't have to anymore.
And that's
fine. I paid for it.
Yep.
You know,
and that's what I'm
worked
saying.
For it. Yeah.
Based off of your experiences, shape the way that you, like, how much value that holds, how much value fairness holds, how much now because of how you were raised.
Will still share sometimes.
Sometimes.
Here and there, some breadcrumbs. There you go. But
I hear your rations for the
most part. I'm like,
but that's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a bad person. I just feel like if everybody was to recognize that people believe what they believe solely based on their experiences, that's it.
Yeah.
Period. It doesn't need to go further than that. Because people are so, like, oh, like, they think that certain way, that makes them a bad person. I'm like, do you ever think of, like, asking them why they think that way?
Yeah.
Like, if you actually had a conversation with somebody about why they think the way that they do, I guarantee you would learn so much more about that person in that one conversation.
Yeah, especially with, like,
like, everything.
Current president.
Yeah.
My fiance and I have different political views. However,
So
we
do
do
my
take the
boyfriend and
time to ask, why do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
And that's the conversation that needs to be had across the board with everybody. My boyfriend and I have and still have, we have similar and different, because I feel like I'll be straight up. There's certain things on one side where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And then there's certain things on the other side where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not one-sided at all, and I don't feel like anything should be one-sided. But the conversation of why do you feel that way? Why do you think that way?
No.
If everybody had that conversation, there wouldn't be a like, oh, you voted for that person, I'm not talking to you. Like, what is
people
that?
People are like that, which is crazy.
What is
Especially
that?
During
that's the problem.
The 2020 election?
It was 2020 election.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, tensions were.
Yes, but it makes it uncomfortable because we allow it to be uncomfortable. Like, if we just all had a civil conversation and like tried to come to an understanding of why do you think that? Because some people don't even know why they think the way that they do. They just freaking think they have
grow
thoughts.
Up in it. Some people grow up in it, and they're just.
But if they actually reflected on it and said, "Do I actually believe this, or is this just what my parents told me to believe?"
Yeah, it's kind of like racism.
Same thing.
Sometimes,
it all comes down to the same thing. Like, if you were to talk about most topics, I guarantee you, if we all just had a organized civil conversation, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say on that. Shoot. Okay. We're staying on the topic of teaching. Because my It Happened story is so funny. So my aunt is a teacher. Not going to say the district, obviously. But she's been a teacher for many, many years. She's been a principal. Like, she's been everywhere in the school system. She loves her job. And so yeah, you have met this aunt.
Okay.
And so it's my cousin.
I love.
That's
your mom's,
that's
right?
Another aunt.
Okay.
You have met my other aunt though.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. You know Mexicans, we got all these aunts.
Like, which aunt?
Which aunt is
Show
this?
me the family tree.
No. So we have a group chat, and so like every day we'll just kind of like, hey, have a good day, whatever. So yesterday she texted in our group chat like, here's a snapshot of my day. If anybody ever starts a text message like that, or like someone calls you and they're just like,
something good,
right? Like, you know something good is coming, okay? So she sends us this whole thing, and she says, my lovely 9-year-old student who has already bit both mom and grandma before school, then bit my staff when asked to work in general ed, like work.
Yeah.
After multiple trips outside for screaming, cussing, numerous name calling, now we're at the front table working. Like, we got the student, calm. We're in the classroom now. We're hopefully moving on to have a better day. So she said, I asked him to read number 20, which is like the number sentence they were on, and the sentence is a simile. Okay, so they're obviously working on ELA. And so the student starts reading and says, she is as free as a motherfucking bird.
Hey, period.
And my aunt says, can you try that again, please? And the student says, she's as free as a fucking bird.
Because the mother part was the bad part. Yeah.
And my aunt says, try it again, please. Student says, she's as free as a bird in a very grumpy voice, like parentheses. And then my aunt just responded with, thank you for reading that so appropriately.
I've been there, though. Sometimes
I'm sorry. I don't know how I would have handled that, but you could just tell that's a veteran teacher right there. Because that was handled flawlessly.
Sometimes you gotta throw in some F-bombs, because it really just gets the message across.
Because how could you just be as free as a bird?
How free is she?
Yeah.
Let
me tell you how free she is. But yeah, so like, I laugh because I think it's, when you think of like our job and what we do, a lot of it sometimes is this. And I feel like you're not really trained.
You don't know
you're
what
not
you're gonna
trained
get when you walk through that door.
on how to handle that. Absolutely not. Like, how you react is on you. How would you answer the student? How do you de-escalate a situation? Like, sometimes you just can't plan for things. I did not.
In my head, I would have
said
period.
In my head, I would have been like, yes, that bird is that free, right?
Clock it.
I'm just laughing because
Clock it.
I know that you and I have had a lot of conversations about teaching and like how our day goes, and I'm like, it happens. Like, that kind of stuff just happens. And you're just like, in front of other kids, mind you.
More so nowadays than when we went to school.
And you just gotta act like it didn't happen. Just keep it pushing. In front of a class of students, you're like, yep, let's try that again. One more time.
It's the mother part she doesn't like. You know what? Let me drop that.
Let me drop the mother. And let me just say the F word, because
yes.
obviously she didn't like the mother.
She got mom issues. Let me drop the mother.
That's a good one. She got mom issues.
She got mom issues, sorry.
I'm dead. So yeah, that was something that I was like, so relatable.
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah. So relatable. And I know we probably have so many more stories that we could do on all of that stuff. But just know that if you are a teacher or you have kids that are in the school system, that is the kind of stuff that we deal with.
That's a snippet.
Very, very
tip of the iceberg.
Part.
That's nothing. Tip of the iceberg.
And you just gotta deal with it, laugh about it, keep a class of 30 in check, and then move on.
Let it roll off.
Yeah. And then go to lunch and laugh about it again. Luckily, I think this was in the morning.
Oh, that's a great way to start the day.
Yeah. It was like, Happy Friday!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
So, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was freaking funny when I literally was like reading the message, laughing out loud, because I was like, so relatable.
They got some potty mouths.
Yes. 9 years old. 9.
Yeah. I had my kids sign a permission slip for movies we're going to watch throughout the year.
Do they still allow PG-13?
Yeah, some, they got some cuss words.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is nothing worse than they listen to with their music.
I said that before I played it. I said, it's nothing you haven't said in the hallway or haven't heard outside.
Because I have heard you say it.
So I said, I don't want to hear any giggling, nothing.
I don't want to hear any ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Johnny, you say that. Okay.
No, literally. On the other day I said shit. I was like, oh shit. You know when just you're like, oh shit. I said it and my kid goes, did you just say the S word? I said,
You say the A, the S, the
you
F,
say the A, the F, the N, the R. I'm like, I don't know what. I'm like, yeah, I let it slip. My bad. Like, calm down. And I think I said it because I like dropped. I don't know what I was doing, but like I was like, ah, shit. Like it was very casual. Yeah. And I'm like, first of all, I work with 9th grade. Like, come on, come on. Let's not act like their angelic mouth never says anything. Angelic. Yeah, I say we're running the mile, and then there they start going on with their freaking words. So it's not like it was
for
anything
them. That's
crazy.
a part of their everyday vocabulary. Like
And I'm gonna be so honest. I feel like I definitely cussed as a child. Like I'm not gonna say that I didn't.
But
I
teacher,
don't think that I ever did it
in class. No.
No.
You know why my parents told me not to do it in class? They said you better not get caught by a teacher.
Yeah, they didn't say don't cuss.
I said,
they
said, catch me on the playground.
Catch
me on the playground. Catch me outside.
But nowadays it's like they don't care.
No, they don't.
They don't care who's around. They don't care. Like, my mom would be damned if she got a phone call saying that I said X, Y, and Z.
To a teacher or around a teacher, yeah.
Like, I knew there was a place and a time. I didn't say I didn't
had
cuss.
This conversation with them on Friday. I said,
really?
I said, have you ever heard me cuss? No. I said, okay, so it's possible to censor yourself in the right setting. I said, why can't you do it? Yeah. Why can't you do it?
You're not sitting there saying, I don't cuss. No. I would never. Like, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, like, time and a place.
Yeah.
For everything.
Definitely not. Also, reading stories like Susie.
Right. Also, time and a place to talk about certain things with your peers. Because you know how many times I have to just act like I'm not
hearing what
they're
saying.
I will walk past kids and be like, I'm gonna act like I didn't just hear that. I'm gonna act like I didn't just hear that. Yeah. I'm a mandated reporter. Like I'm like, guys, guys, I'm right here. They don't care. They don't care.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, well, I didn't need to know that about you, but oh well, whatever. So yeah, the it happens thing is funny.
No,
so real. Don't forget, we are releasing every other Friday, so this episode will be going up on March 21st, and this is our very, very cutesy Apple podcast. Probably a little blurry,
it's okay.
But if you have an iPhone, you can follow us there, and then you can be updated when we upload podcasts. And our YouTube is up if you want to watch. If you just want to listen, then the Apple podcast would be the way to go. What is our Instagram at? 103?
103, yeah.
Okay, so we need to get that up. So we're going to need you guys to follow us on Instagram.
I'm going to lowball. I'm going to say I want 110 to 115.
By the next episode. 110 to 115 by the next episode. And we're at 103. We can do it.
Yeah.
Yapphour with 2 P's.
Yap_hour.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's bad.
Boom, there we go.
There we go.
Oh,
it's still blurry.
No, that's
you got to do it on YouTube.
That's my view when I don't have glasses on.
You put your... We didn't even show them our mic.
Yeah. Oh, we got a new mic. Got a new mic.
We're trying this with one mic to see if we both should get a mic.
Because I really want to just
Yeah, so depending on how this one goes, because those were $40.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So we're just testing.
Just get,
we're
splitter?
still
I don't know.
yeah. Because how cool would it be if I was just like...
Right?
That made me just want my own mic right
I know.
there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Next time we do this, I'll be baptized.
Ew!
Yeah.
She's like, woman of God. Love that.
What? I said,
I'm gonna catch you singing Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. That's all you get.
Honestly, that wasn't bad.
Oh, period.
Miss Pitch Perfect over here. Alrighty, thanks for listening to us yap. Our next episode will be April 4th, so make sure you tune in to that.